Fighting out of it representing Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Here is the truth, Twon Smith. And across the ring stands his opponent fighting out of the red corner. Wearing red and gold, he weighed in 188 pounds even. This young professional is perfect with 2 victories, both wins coming by way of knockout, no defeats. Out of Arlington, Texas, here is the undefeated Tristan Sweet Tea Kalkreuth.
Center of the ring, gentlemen. Center of the ring. All right, gentlemen, you received the instructions in question. Again, I want to count here. Any punch below this point will be called low. Any punch below this point will be called low. With that said, I want you to obey my commands, protect yourselves at all times. Touch them up now. Good luck to both of you.
Twon Smith, 5'11", Kalkreuth, 6'4", and Smith said, listen, I'm going to beat him just like you chop down a tree. You start hitting it at the body. I'm going to the body, and I'm going to chop this big tree down.
Okay,
see if he can do it. Scheduled for just 4 rounds, not a lot of time to get your groove on, so to speak. Kalkreuth wearing the red trunks, Smith in the black.
Very difficult to get a knockout in 4 rounds.
I was just giving a great note here. Sergio Mora was 4-0 as a professional the day Tristan Kalkreuth was born. You old son of a gun, you. That was from Corey, our researcher here.
Thanks, Corey Urban.
And they said Canadians were nice people.
That's rare to see a tall fighter like Tristan, who's 6'4", throwing an uppercut from that far right there. He missed, but it's a dangerous punch for a tall man to be throwing as a lead punch. Especially in the first round, when both fighters are really fresh. You want to, feel out your man, get that long jab out there.
How old were you when you made your pro debut?
19.
So were you ready for this kind of fight when you were 17? No, when you were 17.
Oh, no.
Like
I wasn't. At 17, I wasn't. I was only maybe a couple amateur fights in. I started when I was 16.
Whoa, swing and a miss for Twon Smith, who put his entire body weight behind that.
Only special fighters get to turn professional at 17, 18 years old. In my day, it was Fernando Vargas, who won every tournament you could possibly think of at 16 years old, turned pro at 18. Was one of the youngest junior middleweight champions in the world. But it's a rarity to have that much talent that young. That's why guys like Devin Haney are able to do it. Now we have Tristan Kalkreuth.
Well, for Vargas, he faded out quick, though. Had a great early part to his career. And that was it.
He faded out quickly because he attempted to do something great, in Felix Trinidad. And Trinidad ended a lot of careers. It wasn't just because he faded out quickly. He still was a 2-time champion and respected careers.
Come on, break.
Pop it from out there. Love that body shot by TK right there. Touched him upstairs, just landed downstairs. For a big man, especially at 6'4", not to forget the body. That's always impressive.
Twon Smith told us he was going to go to the body.
Twon Smith, another fighter, has never been stopped. So it's like I said, it's always good to have these young prospects.
Oh, there's a nice shot.
To get some tough fighters who's never been stopped. They can be the first one to stop them. It's always a good notch on your belt. I feel good about that.
Oh, break.
There was a right hand to the body by Twon Smith.
Pop it. Pop it. There you go. Pop it. There you go.
Break clean.
Here comes Tristan Kalkreuth right out of the corner. 17 years old now. November 8th, he turns 18. It's got to be a challenge, I would think, to be a professional boxer with all the training you're required to do and still stay up on your studies. What kind of student were you?
Good. But I became a world champion, Todd.
Break. Come on. Stop.
You heard from Claudia Trejos that Kalkreuth has been doing homeschool, but wants to go to public school for a senior year specifically to go to the prom.
Half step back on the jab. Count.
Let's see if he can take out Twon Smith tonight.
Bring that hand back up.
Twon had a brother, Terrence Smith, who also was a journeyman who fought a lot of really good fighters as well. So a good chin must run in the Smith family because both these fighters can take a punch and they've never been stopped, and they fight unbeaten prospects.
If you're watching us right now on any other broadcast platform besides DAZN, you need to get DAZN. It's the only place you can watch Canelo and Kovalev live tonight.
Punch out of there. Punch out.
Starting down, so it's going up. Smith shelled up with that defense.
I love that. Kalkreuth didn't want to hold or nothing. He's trying to find a way to land his shot. He's even peeling the gloves away from Smith's face to try to land the right foot. I love that move.
Well, remember, this is only a 4-rounder. Since being too patient, the fight will be over.
No, I get it, but if you're 6'4", you want to use that advantage. So it's kind of rare for me to see a tall fighter not use his distance. He wants to fight the smaller man's fight. Says a lot about Kalkreuth, though.
Straight right. Straighten it out a little bit more. Watch the head. Come on up. Let's go.
Body shot, I love that. Anytime I see a tall fighter dig down to the body like that, bend his knees, so it's always a great sign for the future. Look at that, that's digging, he's bending his knees, his whole torso goes into that body shot.
The body language now for Twon Smith is not good.
It's the body language that's changing the body language of Twon Smith.
Right. I said overhand, T. Watch his overhand. Straight to the chest.
Kalkreuth saying, hey, T, watch out for that overhand right from Smith. That'll do it for round number 2. Shoot your jab, don't fall in, get right back out.
He's fighting the smaller man's fight. But I'm impressed by that because I know that he has it in his arsenal. You know, usually when you're a tall fighter, especially when you're extremely tall, you know that the man can't fight on the inside. I fought a fighter that's 6'5". He couldn't fight at all on the inside. But Tristan, on the other hand, he can fight outside and inside, showing me that he's versatile. I like to see that.
One of the great big men inside fighters, Riddick Bowe, back in the day.
Big Daddy Bowe, man, he was awesome. When him and Holyfield fought, it was like...
Which time? Right?
Well, first, second, third. But it was just amazing because they were so similar in match as well. It was kind of like they were fighting in a mirror. They threw the exact same combinations, and that's why it made for a great fight.
We never did get Bowe versus Lennox Lewis. That's the one we all wanted to see for so many years in the heavyweight division. Nice combination there for Twon Smith.
A little bit of a slapping combination, but if you're able to land any kind of punch, even though you're not turning your wrists and your elbows into it, you're still getting confidence.
Sergio, if you're a big, tall fighter like Kalkreuth is, what's the best way to avoid the overhand right?
Good right hand downstairs. I love that right hand right there. Jab, I mean, I know it sounds cliche, my favorite word, but you got to keep throwing that jab out there, but you got to also feint. You know, try to get your opponent to bite, and then you know, if you feint, you know that he's trying to set you up for that right hand. Jabs to the body as well, of course. Break your man in half. Good shots there by Smith.
This is not as easy, perhaps, as some in Kalkreuth's camp had hoped.
But that's what you want to do when you have a prospect with 2 fights. You got to set him up with different fights like this. Look, Smith is a tough fighter. He has 3 losses, but he's never been stopped. He's going to push TK back.
Kalkreuth elected not to try out for the 2020 Olympic Games because he didn't age qualify. Would have had to wait till the 2024 Games. So I said, forget that. Says he'd rather get paid for getting punched in the face. Speaking of punched in the face, right hand lands.
Watch out there. Watch, switch it on.
See, those pulling jabs right there like that, that can set him.
Oh, big right hand. Big right hand from Smith.
That's exactly what I was about to say. Those lazy slapping jabs by Kalkreuth didn't set up a big overhand right. You ask me what could set up Smith for overhand right? Lazy jabs like that.
He literally knocked spit out of Kalkreuth's mouth, out of the ring into the third row.
Go.
Time.
Well, that was a grade A level right hand from Twon Smith.
This is the fourth and final round.
You know, if this wasn't in a boxing ring, he could be arrested for endangering a minor.
There you go.
32 years old versus a 17-year-old. How's the 17-year-old doing in your estimation?
He's gifted. He's tough, he's gifted, he's smart. I see what he's trying to do in there. I wasn't expecting him to get a knockout in a 4-round fight, especially versus a very tough Game Smith who's never been stopped. But I see flashes of really good stuff. I'm really impressed with the body shots. For a man at 6'4" to get down low, bend his knees, turn his whole torso into that body shot, that's the most impressive things I've been seeing by Kalkreuth.
Hands are free.
His counter punch for Sweet Tea.
There you go.
Straight.
Got to meet a couple of members of Kalkreuth's camp. Some of his family members came up, took a picture with Sergio. Really great crew surrounding himself with a lot of nice people.
Put that jab, use that right. Put that right, throw it.
Most people from Texas are pretty nice. Love going to Texas.
Toss that jab. From way out there.
Watch your heads, guys. Watch your heads.
Foot movement by the big man. Pivoting away, left and right. He knows he has this fight in the bag, but he's not going to put himself at risk to get hit with any more of those hard shots that he got hit in the third round by Smith.
Speaking of Texas, we learned earlier this week that Virgil Ortiz will be fighting in December. It's like the 13th. Don't know about his opponent yet, but he is from Texas. He had an outstanding fight the last time we saw him.
Grand Prairie, Texas. Great fight fans in Texas. Great body shot right there by Tristan Kalkreuth.
Coming in.
Smith just hasn't had enough activity in this fight to win these rounds.
Toss that jab, Robin. Don't wait
So
for
it
him.
seems.
Work that jab. Work, man.
Oh, there's a right.
Come on.
Kalkreuth letting his hands go. 20 seconds left in round 4.
Right hand trying to pull back. That's the danger of being so tall. If you get lazy, you're going to get caught with those shots pulling back. Smith caught with a straight right hand.
Well, I think all in all, this was a perfect fight for Kalkreuth because he was tested a little bit. His chin certainly was. It wasn't a walkover fight. And he got the rounds in.
That's what you want to do when you're starting off as a pro. You know, your first 10, 15 fights, you want to give a little bit of everything. You don't want to just throw a lot of fighters that are going to lay down.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, after 4 rounds of boxing, we go to the judges' scorecards, and here are the totals. Both Chris Migliori and Glenn Trowbridge see it 40-36. Kermit Bayless has it 39-37. All for your winner by unanimous decision. He is still undefeated, Tristan Sweet Tea Kalkreuth.
In 6 days, he turns 18, Sergio. Big backflip from the 6'4" cruiserweight. That is athleticism.